We on there. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahweh Shai. We are the brothers out here. We out on the streets. Brother, defenders of sound doctrine. You hear me?
That's right.
Good?
Right.
It's like we out here in the cold.
Right.
Week in, week out.
Right.
No matter what the rain, sleet, snow.
That's right.
We get all that over here.
Right.
We out here.
That's right.
No matter how cold the hands and the feet and the extremities of the body get, hey, it could be a lot worse.
That's right, sir.
It could be 6 feet under.
That's right, man. That's
right. I got a few precepts to bring out.
That's right.
We're gonna go off top. Second address 9:13. But somebody bring me Proverbs 9:3-6.
I got Proverbs 9:3-6.
Second address 9:13.
The book of Second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 13. Right. And therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
See, we need to stop contemplating too much on the heathens, man, and trying to figure out what they're doing in everyday society. We need to start worrying about what we're doing. My main concern is not out here trying to sit there and confound the heathen when they walk past. My main concern is to uplift the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that walk by here and get them this truth. Right. That's my main concern.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them who fear God, which fear before him. But it should not be well with them with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are a shadow, because he feareth not before God. It says, there is a vanity which is done upon the earth, and there be just men, unto whom it happened according to the work of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men whom it happened according to the work of the righteous. I said that this also is vanity.
You see that? He said there's wicked men out here, and he gave the consequences of those wicked men. And he said if you abide by these laws, statutes, commandments, then your days will be prolonged. Go ahead and give me all that Proverbs 9:3-6.
Proverbs 9. I got it.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 3. And it reads, she hath sent forth her maids, she crieth upon the highest places of the city. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, come eat of my bread, and drink of my wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the ways of understanding.
See that? She said, come eat of this bread, and drink some of this wine which is mingled. Right. That bread and that wine is the understanding and that wisdom of these teachings.
Right.
I want you to go ahead and grab Sirach 15:3 on that. 15:3. So our whole mission is to go ahead and follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, and believe in Yahweh Shai, and get our heads in these books.
That's right.
The Bible and the Apocrypha, Salaki, and actually not just read it and recite it, but actually do it. Go ahead and bring it up.
The book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 3. With the bread of understanding shall she feed him, and give him water of wisdom to drink.
Yeah, that's all right. That's another precept right there that's talking about that. The understanding was that drinking that bread. The understanding. What is the understanding? The understanding is the law, statutes, and commandments. You got something?
I was gonna bring out 9 to 10. Okay.
Yeah, the laws, statutes, and commandments. The understanding is the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what it's talking about when it's asking about the understandings. You know, the Christians, they say, I love God. What does that mean? What does that mean? Before I get in there, I'm gonna let the brother bring out this precept.
Psalms. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 110. So like 111, verse 10. Like, is that what I want? God. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever.
That's the spirit.
Yes, that spirit. Say the praise and endurance forever. It's enduring forever. to learn these laws, statutes, and commandments. And it said if you endure to the end, then you will receive these blessings that it said you will receive. Well, I'm going to go back into that when it says that the Christians say that they love God. What does it mean to love God? Everybody say, oh, I got God in my heart. I got God in my heart. I believe in God and I love him. But they out here doing all type of abominable acts.
That's right.
Go ahead and give, let me get that 1 Corinthians 2 and 9. And then that John 14 and 15.
Con. Oh, con.
Said John 14 and 15.
Nah, this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 9. And it reads, but as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of men the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. But God hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of God. For what man knoweth the things of men? For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even though the things of God knoweth no man, but the Spirit of God.
Bring that up.
The book of John, chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you, and shall be Salakia, and shall be in you.
Now who said that?
That's red letter to Yahweh Shah.
Khan. That's red letter, that's Yahweh Shai. So Yahweh Shai, we ain't talking about what Paul said, but Paul said and all that. You know, they always let us say what Paul said, and they need to go straight to the source. Well, if Paul's learning from Yahweh Shai, we ain't gonna say Paul said all the time, you know. Well, what did Yahweh Shai say? Yahweh Shai said that to keep them commandments, that if you love them.
Right.
So it says, if you love me, then keep my commandments. So we gotta look at what is keeping the commandments. So you ask the person out here, they give you all type of answers to what keeping the commandment is. I mean, and what sin is. That's what keeping the commandments. Keeping the commandments is not sinning. But you ask the person what sin is, they give you all type of answers. It's just like when we say, come out here and we say, what's your true nationality? And they'll say all types of stuff. Yeah, black, African American, man. I heard one time what he say. One time a brother said, I can't even remember. It was way off the wall, man. It was way off the wall. He said some more weird stuff. But anyways, so keeping the commandments is not sinning. And so what is sin? We got to go into what is sin. We got to teach these individuals out here what sin is. Since everybody got a different definition of what sin is, we got to bring it out. We got to deal with it. Go ahead, give me 1 John 3 and 4. Then give me Isaiah 65:15.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
See that? That's the answer right there. Ain't nothing else. Sin is the transgression of the law. So you transgress the law, you in sin. Point blank, don't matter how you want to sugarcoat it. You transgress the law, you are in sin. Go ahead and bring that 65:15 out for me.
Come on, the book of Isaiah chapter 65 verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Lord thy power shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name. That he who blesseth himself in the earth shall bless himself in Yahweh of truth. And he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the God of truth. Because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from mine eyes.
You hear that? So basically what he said is that if you going off and you keep going off, he gonna forget about you. He gonna throw you off to the side. He gonna allow you to be that reprobate, double-minded individual. He gonna allow you to be around here talking about your name Tawana when your name was really Antoine. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have you running around here. He gonna have you running around here drinking yourself to death out here on the corners, liver busted up, kidneys all twitching and stuff. He gonna have you out here like that. Or he may just have you just do a car stall on the railroad tracks. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't even know. Right in the middle. You didn't know. But hey, you went off. You went off at the end of the day.
I got a precept out.
Bring it out.
This about the commandments, you know what I'm saying? It's like keeping the commandments is entering into that straight gate, man. Right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13.
Bring it
And
out.
it reads, enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Right.
And many there be which many there be which go in there and eat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that to find it.
Hear that?
That's like keeping the commandments that straight gate, man.
The straight gate.
It be few that find it, you know.
Stand on the straight, on a straight and narrow. Straight and narrow.
Straight narrow. The other way is not keeping commandments. That's that broad way to destruction, man.
Go ahead and say it again.
God, that's the broad way is not keeping the commandments, man. That's your way to destruction. But the straight gate is keeping the commandments, right? You drinking of that cup of the Lord, man. You know, doing what the Lord say, man. Hey, that's the commandments, man.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 6, verse 6.
Yeah.
If they shall fall away, to renew them again unto repentance,
Right.
seeing they crucified to themselves the Son of God afresh, and put him to an open shame. For the earth which drinketh in the rain that cometh oft upon it, and bringeth forth herbs meet for them by whom it is dressed, receiveth blessing from the Most High.
So you gotta look at it like this. What I got from that is it's saying that every time you sin and you going off, you ain't repenting. It's like you crucify Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Every single time. Every time.
That's right.
So how you think that the Most High look at that? You don't crucify his son over again? Over again? You don't think he gonna let you go off? You don't think he gonna go ahead and get rid of you? Throw you off to the wayside? Go ahead and bring it out.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, and verse 26. It says, for if we sin willfully, after we have received the knowledge of truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
Read it out one more time.
Hebrews 10 and 26. For if we sin willfully, after we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
There remain no more sacrifice for sin. We'll go into Romans 2, 12 and 13. Somebody bring that out for me. Crapping up.
Crazy, bro. You
Oh,
took
yeah.
one of my scriptures. I was just going to pull that one.
But,
You pulled Romans 10 and 9, right?
Hmm?
You just pulled Romans 10 and 9?
Hebrews 10 and 20.
I mean, Hebrews 10 and 20?
it could be First
said
Chronicles
Romans what?
16, 13 to 17.
You said First
said
Chronicles
Romans 2?
16.
Romans 2, 12 to 13. Give me First Chronicles
16.
13 to 17. Ready?
The book of Romans, chapter 2, verse 12. For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law. And as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. For not the hearers of the law are just before the Most High, but the doers of the law shall be justified.
Hear that? So we out here, man. We out here trying to give out these words, and we giving y'all precept upon precept, line upon line.
That's right.
But we out here for a reason.
That's
we out
right.
here trying to do the Lord's will.
That's right.
We out here trying to seal that spot of the 144,000 elect. That's why we out here. But at the end of the day, you still got to put in that work.
That's right.
Work is just more than just having this mic in your hand and quoting precepts, as I call them out, and then you doing the same.
Right.
Work is actually doing this and your conduct once you are away from this slab of cement right here. When you out there by yourself, or you out there with your family, and you out there doing the Lord's work, what he said to do, that's what matters. You got to be able to walk the walk, not just be quoting scripture. Go ahead and bring it out for me.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 3, going into what the brother was saying. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the good and beholding the evil and the good. The book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 3. The eyes of Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
Hear that? Yahweh is saying he's actually seeing everything, the good and the evil. Don't think that you over there because you don't close the door and turn the lights off. You don't grab some little we ain't gonna go there. You in the bathroom by yourself and you're going off. You don't think that Yahweh ain't seen that.
The book of First Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 13. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones. He is Yahweh, our power. His judgments are in all the earth. Be ye mindful always of his covenant, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, even of the covenant which he made with Abraham, and of his oath unto Isaac, and have confirmed the same to Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant.
Hear that? So basically, he said the law is given only to the Israelites. The law is not given to no one else. The Most High ain't dealing with nobody else. He only dealing with us, the Israelites, the lost tribes of the house of Israel. I mean, the lost sheep, my bad, the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right.
He ain't dealing with nobody else. The Most High ain't dealing with none of these heathen nations. In fact, the Most High hate the heathen nations, especially Esau. Bring that up.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 3. And it reads, "And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage for waste." Salaki, let me read it over. It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 3. "And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness."
Hear that? He hated Esau. Go ahead and bring that Romans 9:11 to 13. We're gonna end it. We're gonna end it after that. Amos 3 and 2. Right, it out.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 11, and it reads, "For the children not being born yet, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to his election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth." Verse 12, "And it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger." 13, "And as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated."
So right now, we are the chosen people. That right there show that don't matter, because a lot of times you say, well, why do a lot of the heathens, they come here, and some of these jakes, man, they come out here, why do he hate Esau? He must have did something here. No, the Most High said he hated Esau even before he was born.
That's right, man.
Even before he's born.
That's right.
So I'm trying to show you that the Most High ain't dealing with them heathen nations, man. Go ahead and grab that for me, Amos 3 and 2.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, from the top. Hear this word. Hear this. Hear this word that Yahweh have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
All right, one more.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. And it reads, "But thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people upon himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth."
So with all that said and concluding, like I said, the Most High only dealing with us.
Right.
He only dealing with us, the Israelites. He's not dealing with no other nations.
That's right.
He said he loved us. That's it.
That's
right.
So don't be spending too much time contemplating what these heathens doing, how they running up in the White House doing all what they do. That's their damn fight. Let it be white on white crime. They ain't got nothing to do with us. They always want to talk black on black crime, and now it's white on white crime, and now they ain't got nothing to say. Now they protesters. No, them terrorists. That's exactly. But let it terrorize each other. Let them take it out. We falling into prophecy. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the next powerful speaker.
That's right.